Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Monday market update. My name is Caleb, and let's talk about a little bit what's going on in the market. So across the board, for the most part, we're seeing a slight reduction in what's going pending. So that's good evidence that the market is starting to cool down just slightly. So what does that mean for if you're a seller? If you're a seller, maybe the historical multiple offers situation or expecting a lot of offers or something like that, you might see that start to back off a little bit as the market begins to shift even more. For you as a buyer, you can still expect a little bit of competitiveness out there, but things are starting to cool off as interest rates rise. Another thing, if you're a buyer, I would highly recommend checking in with the lender that you have the pre-approval for, checking in with them just to make sure that you are still pre-approved for that amount, because as interest rates rise, the amount that you're pre-approved for might change as well. So it's always good to stay on top of that. Make sure you check in with your lenders to make sure that the pre-approval that you're shopping with is the most up-to-date and active one. So with that, let's take a look a little bit closer at the numbers for Lancaster, Berks, York, Lebanon, and Dauphin. So we'll start off with Lancaster. So as you can see, available inventory 388, so a little bit higher than what we've been seeing. So it's starting to slowly increase, which is good. Average days on market still right around 6 days. And there are 25 coming soon, 112 new active. A little bit later, as we always do, we'll be looking at the pending and the closed, and that's really where we'll start to see a little bit of what's going on in the market. So moving on to Berks. So for Berks, average days on market is right at 5 days. Available inventory 307. That's down just a little bit from the 314 we saw last week. There's 19 coming soon and 97 new active for Berks. For York, average days on market also 5 days. Available inventory 553, so again that's a little bit more than what we've seen the past couple weeks. As you can see, past 2 weeks it was 529, 534, so it's a little bit more than what we've been seeing all the month of April and into March as well. Then there's 29 coming soon, 135 new active for York. For Lebanon, days on market there also sticking right at 5 days. Available inventory right now is 103, so that's up as well. 11 coming soon, 32 new active for Lebanon. For Dauphin, average days on market is also at 5 days. There's a available inventory of 301, and then there's 16 coming soon, 72 new active for Dauphin. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at what's pending, closed, and of course the median home price as well, as we always do. So pending units is really where we're going to start to see a little bit of a change. As you can see in April, pending units at the beginning of the month was 126. It stayed at the 120s and started going down all the way to 88, which was last week. This week, pending units is at 108, so a little bit higher than the week previous, but from where it was a month ago, it's down a little bit. Closed sales, there's 124, and those ranged in price from $35,000 to almost $832,000. And that makes the median home price $258,750, and that's for Lancaster. For Berks, as you can see, the pending units there is 113. So it's just a little bit up from where we were a month ago for Berks. Closed sales is 115. Of those 115, and of course that is what's closed within the past 7 days. So of those 115 that closed within the past 7 days, those ranged in price from a little over 53,000 to a little over 757,000, which makes the median home price for Berks right at 230,000. For York, there's currently 150 that are pending. As you can see, it's pretty much on par to where we were about a month ago at 143 for the week. There's 131 that have closed within the past 7 days. Of those 131 that have closed, those ranged in price from 30,000 to 825,000, which makes the median home price there for York 240,000. And then, of course, for Lebanon, as you can see, pending units is at 27. That's down from the 34 we saw last month. And you can see over the course of April as well for Lebanon, there's a little bit of a decline there. So, closed sales within the past 7 days is 36. Those range in price from a little over 50,000 to 515,000. Which makes the median home price for Lebanon right on at 269,000. And then lastly for Dauphin, there's 78 that are currently pending. So that's right around where we were last month, which was 77. And the closed sales within the past 7 days for Dauphin were 85. Of those 85, those ranged in price from 40,000 to 1.66 million, which makes the median home price there for Dauphin 250,000. So those are the numbers for Lancaster, Berks, York, Lebanon, and Dauphin. I hope this is a great start to your day, and I hope you have a great week. See ya.